modes. We'll go on and on and on about that piece, but you may want to start dialing now for under $300. Also, if you want to look beautimous this evening, well, not this evening, but in about a week, you'll get these items in about a week. Laura Ramsey had a fabulous Millennium hot red, ruby red lipstick and nail color combo. Check out this price. Check out this price for really department store quality. You could not get one of these items for $9.95. You're getting both Y72477 for $5.95. Stock up right now. And I love this champagne. This champagne for the summer months is going to be so sizzling. In fact, if you'll notice my nail polish all night long, I am wearing this champagne and it looks fabulous with the gold coming up from our Arezzo remote in 1 week. Do you believe it? In 1 week. Now, I think, again, one of the best buys of the entire evening is right here. Obviously, I know a lot about makeup. I have to wear a lot of it virtually every single day. I actually dated a makeup artist for 8 years, and let me tell you what. He showed me the best of the brushes in the world, and you could not find one of these brushes in the world at this quality for $19.95. Not one of them. Not only are you getting 5 fabulous brushes, but you are also getting something really important. A lot of women don't even clean their makeup brushes. This is something you need to do on a regular basis. We're giving you professional cosmetic brush cleaner as well. And for $14.95, that is just absolutely positively amazing. And again, that's just the highlights. That's not everything coming up in the show, but that is the highlights. I do want to draw your attention to my neckline very quickly. From time to time, you'll catch the pearl earrings on my ears. You'll see the rings on my fingers and the hand-crocheted bracelet on my wrist. All of the jewelry items that I am wearing today will premiere next weekend. Not this coming, but next weekend. A week from tomorrow night is when the shows begin, to be exact. Karen Connolly and I are traveling to Arezzo, Italy. And I'll tell you what, we are going to have the most incredible handmade works of art in gold and gems you have ever seen in your entire life. And this is just a sneak peek of a couple of the things that you will find. Again, we'll be broadcasting live from Arezzo, Italy, starting 1 week from tomorrow night. Look at your program guide, tune in. This piece, all hand crocheted. There are 2 women in the world, only 2 of them, that can hand crochet this gold. Only 1 per state were made. This piece will actually premiere during the Saturday evening show, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so watch for those pieces. In the meantime, we're going to start off with a really, really quick 2-minute special. This is such a fantastic item. In fact, my daughter, True, sleeps with white noise in the background every single night. And you know what? Ever since the day I brought her home, she has slept through the night. I kid you not. So for those of you that find a little bit of night music, a little bit of white noise in the background helps you to sleep, let me tell you what, I do not know of a sleeping pill you can buy for $10.95. K8771, and this is a lot healthier. This is a $30 item we used to offer for $18.95. Our Sound Ease today is yours. We have only 1 per state. Only 50 of these exist for $10.95. If mom has trouble sleeping, great gift for mom on Mom's Day. If dad is the snorer in the family, great gift for dad on Dad's Day at $10.95. Let me pick up, if I can, guys, and take you on a tour. There are actually 6 natural sounds that will help you to relax, that will calm you, that will send you to sleep. It's really easy to use. There's a volume control right here in the center of the piece. And then you have, these are the choices that you have: rainforest calm, white noise, babbling brook, wooded tranquility, coastal waves, and heartbeat comfort. And notice there's also a timer, so you can set this to go off at a certain point in the night if you'd want to. How many of you have difficulty falling asleep? Maybe once you get to sleep, you're dead to the world, you're out, but you really have a hard time falling asleep. Maybe you have children that have difficulty sleeping. Let me take you on a tour here. Here is your let me turn it on first, I suppose. Rainforest Calm. I'm sorry, I just put that on and I feel like I'm on vacation. Here's your white noise. This is what my daughter True sleeps to. Here's your babbling brook. Oh, wooded tranquility. Ooh, I like that. You know what? In Minnesota, I'd like to play that every night to pretend it's summer when I go to sleep. Coastal waves. A lot of you love the sound of the waves crashing on the shore. And then for the baby, there's heartbeat. This is really, if you're bringing a newborn home, get the heartbeat. Get this and play the heartbeat for the baby. I have to let you know these are almost gone. We only had one per state remaining. If you would like this, great gift for Dad's Day, Mom's Day, for the graduate, perhaps the daughter who's graduating from high school, going to that college dorm room next year. She'll probably need something like this. Stay on the lines. I promise to let you know the very second that it sells out. I need to let you know our camcorder is already selling out. This is the single best value in a camcorder I have seen in my life. Samsung, I cannot speak highly enough of Samsung. You're getting an 8mm format, which is one of the finest formats in the world. You're getting a color viewfinder, a 320 digital zoom lens. That's amazing. E5242, and it's on ValuePay. Now, that's a big deal. That ValuePay, Dave had to fight for that one. Also, this is the biggest darn massager and the most sophisticated massager I've seen in my life for $19.99. And it also features magnetics for those of you who are into magnetics. That is K8772. Great gift for Dad on Dad's Day. Wonderful gift for Mom on Mom's Day. Great gift for someone who is the athlete in the family, perhaps. Very few of those now remain, and the phone lines have just exploded. So if you can use automated ordering, please, by all means, do this hour in particular. This next set is so fantastic, I can't even tell you. Let me pick up and play right off the bat here. You are getting professional quality makeup brushes. Not only that, but you are also getting professional cosmetic brush cleaner at a price tag that is just about as silly as you are going to find all night long. I know a lot about makeup brushes. I wear a lot of makeup, obviously, because what I do for a living. And I actually dated a makeup artist for 8 years, and I've seen every brush that there is out there. This is top-of-the-line quality brushes. You are looking at a 6-piece set, including a professional quality makeup brush cleaner. I can't even begin to tell you how important this is. If you have problems with skin breakout, if you have problems with eczema, if you have problems with your skin being irritated or being sensitive, you need to wash your brushes on a regular basis. By the way, the Sound Ease has just sold out. The Sound Ease is completely gone. Thank you for your orders on the Sound Ease. This also features a lip brush, an eyeshadow definer brush right there. That's about a $20 to $30 brush in its own right. An eyeshadow brush, a little bit larger, a little bit fluffier. A blush brush and a super big powder brush as well. Now, the brush cleaner will clean the brushes and condition the brushes at the same time. And the brush cleaner also contains conditioner to keep your brushes healthy. They will dry very quickly with your brush cleaner. I don't know how many of you have cleaned your brushes in just regular old soap and water. 3 days later, the brushes are still wet. This will also help your brushes to dry very, very quickly. You've got to take care of your tools. You've got to take care of your brushes. You certainly do not want to use dirty brushes around your eyes. You don't want to use dirty brushes anywhere on your face. This particular solution is going to work fabulous for you. Now, every one of the brushes that you see here are actually made of the finest goat hair. They have natural wood handles. They give you wonderful controlled handling. They're not slick. They're not plastic. They're not vinyl handles. They're wood handles, so they're very easy to hold on to, even if you're under very, very bright makeup lights. You know how warm you can get. Let me take on a tour of each of these brushes individually because they are fabulously made. Here is your lip brush. Take a look at the bounce back on that lip brush. All made of fine goat hair. You're going to love these natural wood handles. Here is your eye defining brush. Like I said, that is easily a $20 to $30 brush in its own right, just for that single brush. Your eyeshadow brush has a lot of punch to it as well. And then you've got your blush brush. Oh, these are incredibly soft. Get one of these sets for each of your sisters. Get one for each of your best girlfriends. Get one for your mom on Mother's Day. Get one for the daughter who's wearing makeup, perhaps, for the very first time. I do not know of a fine cosmetic department store counter where you can purchase truly one of these brushes for $14.95, let alone all 5 brushes and the cosmetic brush cleaner as well. I know a lot of people use lighter fluid to clean their brushes. That's very damaging and very drying to your brushes. This will actually keep your brushes brand new for really years and years to come if you use this on a regular basis. The Soundies is confirmed completely El Gano. I also need to let you know, actually, we should probably get cooking, guys. What do you think? We should probably get moving and grooving here in a little bit. But I need to let you know, Laura Ramsey's lipstick and nail polish combination, that stuff is selling out really, really fast. The Millennium Ruby Red is so hot. Isn't that fabulous? Really, true, bright, vibrant red. If you look great in red, let me tell you what, this is department store quality. You are not going to find one of these for $9.95, let alone the set for $5.95. Stock up, get as many of those as you can. We're not going to get to a full presentation on that, so you need to really call now if that's something you're interested in. Also, if you take a look at my golden fingernails over the course of the hour, keep in mind I am wearing Laura Ramsey's Champagne shade in the nail polish. If you would like the champagne, Y72478. Y72478 is the item number. All right. We have an amazing massager for you right now. By the way, stay on the line for those brushes. That's a great kit for $14 and some odd pennies. All righty. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. You can walk through the Mall of America here in the Minneapolis area, and you can find a lot of really high-tech stores. And in those high-tech stores, they are featuring a lot of stress relief products right now. And for very good reason. We are all trying to do it all right now, aren't we? We're trying to be stay-at-home moms. We're trying to work full-time. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. We're trying to do everything. We do have a lot of stress in our life, and this is one of those items you can come home and just relax to. If mom is the one who's a little stressed out lately, if your dad has a lot of athletics, or if you know some children in the family that are very athletic, this is a dynamite item to consider. It is the Lumoscope Bio Massager. And let me tell you what, it is unbelievable for $19.99. Now, I want to take you on a tour because there's actually a number of different ways you can use this system. At the end, there is a natural magnet. For those of you who have been using magnetics for their healing powers, for their circulatory powers and their quick healing powers, this also has a magnet built right into it. So for those of you that have an area, maybe you pulled a muscle, maybe you have a kink in your neck, you have one very specific area that you really need a lot of work done, not only will this massage that knot out of your neck, but this will also give you the healing circulatory powers of magnetics. In addition to that, it's a nice acupressure notch as well. And for those of you who do like acupressure and you like that one point really intensely massage, that's going to be nice to have. Now you also have the small nodes across the side, both sides. You have the small nodes, and then you have the large nodes as well to work into perhaps the back of your neck, maybe the shoulder, maybe it's the thigh, maybe it's a Charlie horse that you got. You also have flat massage face. So for those of you that are in a lot of pain and you really don't want to use the nodules, easy to just use the flat surface of this to massage as well. You also have a spring action pressure point tip at the end of this piece. It is a swivel head. So this will actually swivel 270 degrees, as you can see, as you're doing your massaging. There are air holes at the top of the piece. A slide swish will take you from high to low. Does anyone want a massage? Does anyone feel like getting a massage tonight? For those of you, everyone in the control room is going to come running out here, and we're going to go black. We'll take a look at this. Now, for those of you who enjoy massage, but let's say that your wife or your husband just aren't really good at it. I hear that, those complaints quite often. Do you know what you spend for a good massage out there? You can spend upwards of $120 to $300 per hour, depending on who the masseuse is. For the person giving the massage, I need to let you know that this is really incredibly comfortable. There is a padded grip, so you can really work that massage for hours at a time and not have to worry about it slipping out of your hand. Also, at a slip of the button, if you're doing this yourself, or slip of the wrist, actually, you can take this and move this to another area. Take a look at how this is actually maneuvered. I can do myself. Ooh, oh my gosh. This is amazing. This really works. This is unbelievable. Wow. Heck, I'm not going to spend $120 on a massage ever again for the rest of my life. All right, so what I'm using right now is the red tip, and I'll tell you, that really gets into specific areas. I may just fall asleep on you guys here. This is amazing. And I'll tell you what, I can reach very easily the middle of my back, and I've got a very long torso, all right? I can reach the middle of my back very, very easily. And you know what? Even though this is very large, it's very, very comfortable. Now, how about the crick of your neck? Oh, man. I am telling you, this is amazing. Oh! I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you who find that in the middle of the day, you're ready to go home already, all right? Perhaps you've got a lot of stress at the office right now. Take this to work with you. Believe me, you will mellow out in a matter of seconds. I've got to get myself one of these. I have to tell you, I'm really impressed. I wasn't sure when I turned the on button how good this is going to be. This is really fabulous. You've got two different modes, high and low. You've got a number of different acupuncture points that you can use here, or you can use the flat massage. You've got a magnetic piece built into this. There is a natural magnet built into this also, which will really help, again, to even increase the circulation, to speed up the healing powers. If you know someone that has a lot of ailments, someone that perhaps can't get out of the house, someone who can't afford to go out and get a professional massage, this works wonders. For those of you that perhaps used to have fabulous massages for your husband or wife, maybe they're experiencing arthritis. My father, for example, is an athlete. My mother massages him all the time. My dad used to massage my mom. Well, actually now my dad has really bad arthritis in his hand, so we can't massage the way he used to. This is great. Also, let me tell you what. I took an infant massage class when my daughter was born. And to this day, if my little girl is grumpy, if she's not feeling well, if she fell and bonked her head, if she's got a little cold, if she is, if her teeth are coming in, I sit her down and I massage her legs, I massage her feet, I massage her back, and she calms down within moments. So this is even a nice item to use on children, I think, as well. We've got a lot to get to in this hour. This is an item I want you to consider very, very seriously. Maybe for the kid going off to college. Maybe he's got a ball scholarship. He's going to be playing basketball or baseball. This is a fabulous item to send him off to college with. If you are looking for truly one of the finest massagers on the market, and by the way, this has an AC adapter, so this is self-chargeable. It doesn't take batteries, which is really nice. Great to travel with, very lightweight considering the size of the piece. If you would like, we're going to say 90 seconds or sell out. 90 seconds or sell out. I'm going to tell you right now, these would sell out for $40. There's no question in my mind this would sell out for $40. Now, this will come with a 2-year warranty. It is ergonomically designed to conform to total body use, all the way down to your ankles and your toes if need be. The motor in-head design keeps the weight balanced, and I can really vouch for that. It really is very comfortable to use on yourself as well. The vibrating power in the massaging head really is incredibly optimal. The rotating head twists to the desired position, so your head can be swiveled over 270 degrees to offer 5 different massage surfaces. And all you have to do is twist at the head to give you 5 different positions. There is a natural magnet, again, that can aid in non-medical pain relief. A unique comfort grip handle eases the use. And depending on what your style of massage is, depending on what you like, what you don't like, there's a little bit of everything. Again, if you're in a lot of pain, there's a flat head on the front. Maybe you got a little pain in your wrists from typing. too many hours. Maybe you've got a pain in your hip and you really don't want to use any of the nodules. If you have a pain in your neck, this curved area with a magnetic is just super. And for those of you that have a kink and you really need to get the kink out, let me tell you, I thought this would hurt. It's incredibly soothing. It really is incredibly soothing. And you know, typically when I pull a muscle or when I get a kink in my neck, it's one little knot. It's the size of a pea. You know what I'm talking about? And you just want something to focus on that little area. This is going to come in really, really handy. Now, for those of you that would like this massager, we've got to get a groove on. We've got to get a move on for $19.99. Pick one up for everyone you know for Christmas. Pick one up for all your friends, all your relatives. We've got to go ahead and move on. If you'd like it, stay on the line for K8772. Think next Christmas. Think Dad's Day. Think graduations for $19.99. Get as many of these as you can get your hands on. All right, coming up a little bit later in this hour. Oh, I need to let you know we're now down to 40. We are now down to only 40 remaining. If you are looking for an amazing price on an incredible camcorder, E5242. E5242 is the item number. 320 digital zoom lens, color viewfinder, 8mm format, the Samsung name, major special effects. We'll go through them in a little bit. This could very well be half sold out before we even get to it, before we even get to present the item. E5242, continue dialing, and it's on ValuePay. That's really a very, very big deal to have something at a closeout and at the same time have it available on ValuePay. All right. How many of you are clerks? How many of you are mail carriers? How many of you stand on your feet all day long? Maybe you're a teacher. Stand on your feet all day long, and your feet are in really bad shape. Have you ever gone to a salon to get a pedicure? Well, let me tell you that pedicure is going to cost you a minimum of $30. That's where they start. This SoFeet Care system will allow you to do your own pedicures and will allow you to get your feet back. See, 17192. $9.95, and here's what you're getting. First of all, you're getting a 2-ounce softening cream. You're also getting a high-impact acrylic callus reducer with screens. Plus, you're going to also get a couple replacement screens as well. I actually went out, because my husband spends a lot of time on his feet, and he has problems with calluses, and I think it's actually hereditary. And I went out and bought him, he said, honey, can you get me one of those pumice stones for my feet? I went out and bought like 10 different ones. None of them worked for him. None of them. Either they're too sharp, they're almost like razor sharp, or they're like these rocks. I'm sorry. Have you ever rubbed a rock on the bottom of your foot? It doesn't do anything for your calluses. You actually need cream to go along with it. This is a permanent beauty tool. It's reusable, it's replaceable, and you're going to get the information where you can actually reorder the screens in the future if you need to. The cream is a very high quality. In fact, let me take it out and show it to you. It's greaseless and it is odorless. For the men, this is important. It is greaseless and it is an odorless cream as well. And basically all you do is rub it on your feet. It's fast absorbing, all right? So this will promote healing as well, which is wonderful. It's very sanitary. The nice thing about the screens is that no bacteria can grow on the screens, which is really nice. Callus reducers can be used when wet or dry as it exfoliates. You can use this dry, or you can use it wet, either way you want to. Easy storage. It's got a little hole at the bottom of it, which is nice. You can kind of hang it up if you want to. So for those of you that have difficulty with calluses on your feet, and you really don't want to have to go through the expense of having a pedicure every week or a pedicure every other week, and you really don't want to have to use those sharp razors, you don't want to have to use the pumice stones, which I found from my husband's usage anyway, really don't work at all. This is a really terrific option, and I think you'll be really impressed with how this works for you. C17192. This is a clearance show. I hope you're enjoying the variety. We rarely get to show you these items on ValueVision, and I hope you're stocking up. Right now is the time to stock up for all of those gift-giving occasions. You're going to need some stocking stuffer gifts for next holiday season. You're going to need some wonderful gifts to give your friends and your relatives on various occasions. This is called So Feet. You've got your softening cream, which you apply. It's actually formulated for feet that are dry, that are cracked, or if you have any kind of scaly skin on the bottom of your feet at all. This actually helps to soften all of those calluses. Then, once you get in the tub or later in the day, you use the tool and it will take off all of those rigid calluses. And it actually don't even necessarily have to use it in the bath or after the bath. You can actually use this as your feet are dry when you wake up in the morning, for example. This is getting to be summer season. I'm already starting to shop for sandals. It's getting really warm even up here in Minnesota. And who wants those really horrible calluses and cracked feet to show through on the sandals in the summer months? Right now, get this So Feet care system. Get your feet taken care of now in the comfort, in the privacy of your own home without having to go off, and make sure that your feet look fabulously sexy starting the beginning of spring. Actually, it is the beginning of spring now, isn't it? Didn't we just hit spring 2 days ago? A couple of days ago. I would say get to it. Get as many of these as you can. Remember, if you fall in love with it and you really, really enjoy So Feet, once these sell out, we will never offer this particular system again. It is a clearance show, so you may want to go ahead and stock up on as many of these as possible. C17192 is the item number, $9.95, about a third of the price that it would cost you for just one single pedicure. That's something to think about. Also, if you're digging this golden nail polish I'm wearing, and let me tell you, this nail polish is amazing when you wear gold. It is the Laura Ramsey Champagne Lip and Nail Polish for $5.95. Now, you can choose the Ruby Red, the Millennium Ruby Red if you want to, and that's dynamite. Y72477, but I say go champagne. Definitely go champagne. With a golden tan and with all of the fabulous gold jewelry you're going to purchase from Arezzo, Y72478 will be incredible. And you will get Laura Ramsey's Millennium Champagne lipstick and nail color both for $5.95. That's amazing. That is nothing short of amazing. All right. What else have you got to show me, Dave, my man? Oh, still available. This is for those of you who wear a lot of makeup, for those of you that want the finest quality makeup brushes, this is all fine goat hair. It is C17190. You're getting a lip brush. You're getting an angled eyeshadow brush. You're getting an eyeshadow brush, a blush brush, and a large powder brush. And more importantly than anything else, you're also getting that professional cosmetic brush cleaner, which is nothing short of amazing for $14.95. I truly do not believe you can pick up one of those items for $14.95 out there in the market. Stay on the line for C17190. Also, the massager is still available. Isn't that incredible? In fact, that is close to half of the way gone right now. Close to half sold out. K8772, $19.99. I know a lot of people at home right now are needing that. A lot of you are sitting there needing that right now. K8772. By the way, Jim Peterson's in the studio, and we're going to be kicking off a brand new system tomorrow night, right? Tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night at 11 p.m. A P3? A P3. First time ever on ValueVision. 600 megahertz P3. Watch for it. Coming up tomorrow night at 11 p.m. All right. These are selling out so quickly and for very, very good reason. I have been a huge Samsung purchaser. I have been a big believer in Samsung now for many, many years. In fact, if you've traveled to any of the Consumer Electronics shows, they used to have them in Chicago. Now I think they're primarily based in Vegas in January. You will find the Samsung booth is always jam-packed. And you know who's standing at the Samsung booth? Other manufacturers. Other brand names are buying the Samsung camcorders and slapping their name on them and selling them as theirs. Why? Because of the quality. Samsung manufactures their products, manufactures their camcorder from start to finish. Quality control from start to finish. And when they sell you a camcorder, they automatically start with the upgrade. They don't offer you a gazillion different levels. They give you all of the features that they think you need right off the bat. The features found in this Samsung camcorder for $299.97 are absurd. Okay? And I don't mean that lightly at all. Absurd. E5242 is the single best value in a camcorder ValueVision has ever shown you. The single best value in a camcorder ValueVision has ever seen. Number one, you've got the name, Samsung. Number two, you've got one of the best formats on the market, 8mm format. Number three, you have a camcorder that offers you, take a look at this, a 320 power digital zoom lens. If you're taking a trip to Germany this summer and you want to be able to capture one castle to the other castle, if you're taking a trip to New Guinea to see the birds of paradise, let me tell you what, you're going to want to get 320 times closer. If you're going on a safari, I don't care where you're going on vacation, at some point during that vacation, you're probably going to wish you were 320 times closer to that object. This is the CSA33. For those of you that have been shopping for specific models, it is Samsung's CSA33. The 8mm format is terrific for a number of different reasons. One is the quality. You are going to get far superior picture quality in 8mm versus VHS, and you're also going to get better sound quality as well. In addition to that, you are going to get a little itty-bitty teeny-weeny tape. The size of this tape is 1/6 the size of a VHS tape. So if you're going on vacation, you don't want to be packing, and if we could show the tape, guys, that would be great. You probably don't want to be packing full-size VHS tapes when you have an opportunity to take about a cassette tape. It's about the size of a cassette tape with you. So on this little tape, you've got much higher, superior quality in terms of picture quality and sound quality. You also have a tape that will last you a lifetime. This tape will last you forever. A VHS tape will degrade within a year. Within a couple of years, you probably will not have any picture left on the tape at all. This is a piece you can library and keep forever. This is a compact and one of the most user-friendly camcorders on the market today. It's a miniaturization of the electronic circuitry that allows 20% smaller and 50% lighter in its size than ever before. That's significant. This is 20% smaller and 15% lighter than the previous version from Samsung. This offers you so many special effects. First of all, very high resolution. Secondly, 320. Now, I can't even begin to demo 320 digital zoom lens in a studio of this size, but I'll attempt to, but it will be virtually impossible to show you that depth. You have 6 modes on automatic exposure. You have special effects. You have a wireless remote control, and I'll show you in just a couple of seconds what that's going to do for you. You have a long time 90 battery, and it is all year 2000 compliant. We always have to say that with all of our electronics items. If you are calling today, let me talk to you about something. Easy Pay, Value Pay. If you call and order this today, we will ship this out to you tomorrow if you use your major credit card. You are then going to have this within a week, and then you will have the next 3 months thereafter, March, April, and May, to pay this off in 3 easy monthly interest-free payments of only $99.99 per month. Now, I need to let you know we're only down to 3 dozen of these available. When this is gone, it is gone forever. Actually, no, I want to demo. I'm going to play a little bit here. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to pick up and play, guys, and if we can go to a direct feed at some point, that would be terrific, because I want to show you some of the great things this will do. Now, a lot of you, alrighty, let me pick up and play here. Jim's over there working on the computer. I'm attached to all these layers, guys, so be patient with me for just a second. Let me kind of sort of show you. Actually, you know what? I'm in a studio that is, everything is so close quarters, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to even kind of sort of demonstrate the 320 zoom. Actually, I'm not even going to go into the digital mode right now because it's not even going to work. Actually, the 16:1 optical is what I'm going to show you right now. This is bringing the picture, let me move out right once more time for you. This is going to bring the picture 16 times closer. That is the optical lens. Now, and the reason why it's flashing tape is because we don't have a tape in here. If I zoom in, I'm bringing that object 16 times closer. Imagine trying to bring an object in 320 times closer. Believe it or not, you can with this system. Now, let me show you how easy this is to use. First of all, the buttons on the front of this are very, very clean. In order to go into any special effects, all you have to do is press one button. If I want to go into the digital zoom, I can press on. I can go into my digital zoom. I can set my clock. I can set titles. I can do a clock setting if I want to. Take a look at this. Now, I'm in the 320 digital zoom mode. Like I said, you can see an ant. If there was an ant crawling on that picture frame, you could see an ant crawling on that picture frame, okay? Again, not a real good situation to show you how that 320 digital zoom works, but at least I wanted to give you an idea. Now, take a look at this. For those of you that are going to be using this camcorder a lot, you're going to be at a sports event, you click one button, and you're automatically in the right mode. You want to take portraits, you click one button, you're in the right mode. You're taking pictures of your daughter in a tap dance recital. You're taking pictures of your son in a piano recital. You've got the spotlight mode. Maybe you have a son that plays a lot of baseball in the summer months. You're going to want to get in that sand and snow mode. And high-speed shutter mode for those of you that are going to go out there perhaps taking pictures of Dad's golf swing so we can analyze them when he comes in later in the day. In addition to that, there are also some really fun digital special effects. And Dave, go ahead and give me that 3 because it looks like they're going to be gone here in just a minute. We're going to say 3 minutes or sellout. Now, digital special effects. Take a look at this. I can do a makeup mode. I can go into different colors. I can make everything look yellow if I want to. I can make everything turn green if I want to. I can make everything turn blue if I want to, or not. In addition to that, I may go into some more of the digital special effects. How about the embossed mode? Isn't that cool? If you want to do some fun special effects, the wide mode, cinema mode, negative mode's kind of fun. There's Al back there. Al, you're looking awful negative. Actually, if you do Al, that's the biggest joke, because Al is like the most upbeat, smiley, happy person I've ever met in my whole life. Mirror mode. Let me mirror you, Al. Come back in here, Al. Where's Al? Stay right there, Al. Let's mirror you. Whoa, there's 2 of you. Your kids are going to have a ball with this mosaic mode. You're looking good in that mosaic mode, Al. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for standing in there, my friend. Now, I need to let you know, 2 minutes or sell out. We have less than 30 of these available, and everyone can get into the picture. Here's why. I'm going to go ahead and set this down on my desk here. All right? I'm going to go over with Al and the gang. You get a remote control. You have a remote control. Every single person. I kind of aimed this the wrong direction, didn't I? Every single person can get into. I can't see myself. It is a party. I've got to turn this monitor around so I can see myself. We can all get in here. In fact, I've got my telephoto. I can bring myself in here. Hi, Mom. How you doing? You get the whole family in and you record. Now, take a look at this. This system is absolutely positively no-brainer, all right? No one's working the camcorder right now. I'm working it from the remote control. Watch as I move. Automatic focus. You don't have to know anything. I mean, there are a lot of sophisticated features here. I'm not even going to be able to even kind of sort of get to all of them. But if you've never picked up a camcorder in your life, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, all you have to do is press the red button and record. Watch as I bring this in closer. Automatic everything, including automatic focus. I move this away, 1,000, 2, 1,000. In less than 2 seconds, it automatically focuses out. 1,000, 2, 1,000, automatically focuses back in. Now, this has automatic focus from macro to infinity. What does that mean? Infinity means it will focus out to anything. Macro means I can come, as I am right now, up to an inch of that lens. Why is that important? It's important because you should be recording all of the jewelry that you've purchased from ValueVision. You should be recording all of your valuables. You should have on a tape everything you own, including important documents. By being able to record up to an inch of that lens will allow you to record everything you own for insurance purposes, and every single one of you should be doing that. Then you take the tape out once a year, you record everything you own, you take the tape and you put it in your safe deposit box, or you give it to mom and dad to put in their freezer. Now, I haven't even gotten to half of the features that this camcorder offers you, but let me tell you something. You are getting a camcorder today. There are a dozen of them left now that you will never see again on ValueVision. Never again will you see this system on ValueVision. Never for $299.97. Samsung 8mm 320 power digital zoom lens. Yes, it has a titler. I didn't get a chance to demonstrate that. It has the special effects, time and date stamp. Oh, and by the way, for those of you, again, that don't know camcorders, a lot of you saw that little 8mm tape and you said, well, what am I going to do with that? Can't pop that into my VCR. You don't have to. You're going to get all of the patch cords. You plug this into your TV, and you've got, this is also a VCR for you. Okay, we got to go. There's only a couple of them remaining. Still available is the makeup brush set. C17190. 17190 is the item number. Stay on the line. That is a dynamite set for you. Also, the massager. I love this massager. This is a really sophisticated high-tech massager for $19.99. Good luck in dialing for that. There are only a half dozen camcorders still available. Stay on the line for that. I wish we had hundreds of those. Wish we had hundreds of those to offer you today. At any rate, we have a phone for you next. E5266 is the item number. E5266. We got a lot of stuff out here. This is fun. Wow, Uniden, one of the #1 names in telephones today, in electronics, period. Our regular price on this system was $99.98. You are getting this Uniden today for only $79.95. Oh, you are looking at digital 900 megahertz technology. Two things that are going to be important with digital. This is not regular 900 megahertz technology. This is digital 900 megahertz technology. You are going to have extended range, which means you could probably go to your neighbors and talk. You could probably go way out in the backyard and talk, maybe even down into the boat and talk. Definitely all the way around the house, but this is going to give you that extended range. Now, we can't tell you exactly how many feet because it depends on how many houses in between you and the phone. It depends on how many trees in between you and the phone. But believe me, with digital 900 megahertz, you've got one step up from 900 megahertz. In addition to that, you have secure communications. If you have a regular cordless phone, and there's someone next door with a baby room monitor, there's someone next door with another cordless phone, there's someone cruising by with a scanner, and they want to listen into your phone conversations. They can hear you give your bank, your maiden name, and your social security number. They can hear you talk to ValueVision and give us your credit card number, all right? That is why you need a secured phone. You either need a phone with scrambling technology, which we've offered here in the past at ValueVision, or you need digital 900 megahertz technology. With the digital 900 megahertz technology, no one will be able to listen into your phone conversations. And that's very important because if you've got someone next door that's hearing you giving out all that information, I'm sure a lot of you have been on cordless phones before and you've heard your neighbors' conversations, all right? Or if you've had a baby room monitor, you've heard of the people next door. With this technology, you're not going to have to worry about that. Now, in addition to this, you also have caller ID. Thank you so much. And do we have the box for it? Actually, this piece also has caller ID. I don't know how I would live without caller ID. No idea how I would live without caller ID. When someone calls you up, this will automatically register for you the name of the person calling you and the number from where they're calling you. In fact, I'll show you the box to show you, because right now we don't really have this hooked up, so it'll be difficult to show you. Let me show you the box. this is what it's going to read, all right? It's going to read what number message is it? Is it the first person that called you today or the 10th person that called you today? It's going to tell you what time they called, the date that they called, their name, and their phone number. Caller ID is going to save you from having to pick up the phone when you don't have time, or when you don't want to talk to that person, or when you don't want to take telemarketing phone calls. So not only are you going to have secure communication with this phone, but you're also going to have caller ID, which is fabulous. Yeah, without having to run to a box. It's with you everywhere because it's right here, which is really nice. Now, you also have all of the features. I love this, actually. Luminous keypad. This is a great phone for the bedroom in particular. If you want to scroll through your caller ID, you do so thusly. Volume control. Look at this. Volume control on a cordless handset. That is so important because at Christmas time, when we pass the phone to my 97-year-old grandmother, we always try to change the volume, and we can't on an old phone that my mom and dad had. You can actually change the volume on the cordless handset. Oh, I love this. How many of you have call waiting? And there's a little itty-bitty teeny-weeny flash button at the bottom, and you're always fumbling to find it. Look at this flash button. You have call waiting. It's a huge button. I love this phone. Huge button at the top of the phone. Caller ID, here's how you delete them. There are 10-channel memory numbers that you can program into this. Last number redial button. Intercom. Oh, my, you're kidding me. This is oh my gosh, this is also an intercom. I want one of these. I'm discovering more and more features as I go on. This is a full intercom. Dad's got this phone in the backyard doing some yard work. Mom's inside, all right? Instead of having to scream it out the back, you page Dad, and you can actually talk to him. It's a full functioning intercom between the base and the handset. I'm digging that. I love that. Also, this does have a mute button, which I love. It has a mute button on the handset, which is nice. What that means is if you're talking to somebody, maybe you're talking to your mother-in-law, and you need to confer with your husband, and you don't want your mother-in-law to hear you conferring with your husband. So you press the mute button, and you can hear her, but she can't hear you as you confer with your husband. That's a very important, Jim Peterson is shaking his head yes over there. That's a very important feature to have on a phone. At any rate, let's go back to the base as well. This base is also a functioning phone. I always think that when you get a cordless phone, unless there's a second phone on the base is pretty much useless, isn't it? The great thing about the base is, let's say that you've lost the phone. You have no idea where the phone is. The great thing about having the intercom system is you can press intercom, all right, and it will automatically ring the phone until you find it. Because I am constantly searching for my phone because my husband believes that cordless phones magically charge themselves. In our 6 years of marriage, he's never returned a phone to the base to charge. It magically charges itself, doesn't it? Or so he thinks. By the way, there are only 2 of those Samsung camcorders left. Good luck in dialing. Only 2 of the Samsung camcorders left, so call quickly. Now, if Dad's got the phone out in the backyard, but you still want to make a phone call, this is a hands-free speakerphone. This is a hands-free speakerphone with a dial-out pad. Can it get better than this? Now, in this phone, remember, it's a clearance item. When it's gone, it is gone forever. At $79.95, I do not believe I've ever seen a more feature-packed phone in my life. Digital 900 megahertz technology, giving you the privacy that you need in your phone calls and also giving you extended range. 50-number caller ID memory. I love that. As people call you, your phone will automatically store the caller ID information. So if you're gone for 2 weeks and you get 50 phone calls, it will register 50 names and numbers and the time and the date that those people called you. 50. That's great. Dual keypads, that's important. 30-number memory dialing. You can program into this phone 30 of your most frequently called numbers. 30 of your most frequently called numbers. Let me see here what else I need to let you know. I think I ran through most of the features for you at this point. Let me take you on a tour once again, and if I can show you the box one more time. And these are selling out. These are selling out very, very quickly. I'm down to less than 1 per state remaining. Less than one per state remaining. Uniden, a name that is super duper reliable. You are getting a phone that offers you 900 megahertz technology. That means if someone's outside of your home with a scanner, they're not going to be able to listen in on your phone conversations. If your next door neighbor just had a baby and they've got a baby room monitor, they're not going to be able to listen into your phone conversations. You're also going to be able to move and groove with this phone. Go way out in the backyard. You're probably going to want to do that this summer. Now, if we can come in close here, I want to show you this screen. There is a 3-line backlit display. A 3-line backlit display. So this will keep in its memory until you decide to delete them. There's a delete button right here. This will keep in its memory the last 50 people that called you. What time they called you, what day they called you, the name of the person, and the phone number. If you want to scroll through them, very easy to scroll through the caller ID. If you want to delete them, you delete them one at a time. This is kind of like your phone book. Because if your mom calls you and your dad calls you and your uncle calls you, you can keep those numbers stored in your caller ID and then call them back at a touch of the button, all right? Now, if we were offering you a cordless phone with just a base to recharge the system, a nothing base to just recharge the system on, that price of $79.95 would be amazing. But in addition to that, you're getting a second phone. This is actually 2 phones in one because you get a hands-free speakerphone on the base as well. So even when this phone is out and about somewhere being used, and I also love the fact that it has a belt clip on it. I love that. You've still got a base. You can still dial out. This is a hands-free speakerphone. It's also a full intercom, a full intercom system from the handset to the base. Now, we have actually more people on the phone lines right now than we have phones remaining. So here's what I need to ask you to do. If you need more than one, you need to order them now. This phone will never come back in stock again. For those of you who lead very busy lives, for those of you that find that you never have enough hours in the day, for those of you that have children and are always running around like crazy, this phone is the phone for you. It's going to save you time, it's going to save you energy, it's going to save you money in the long run, and it is just about spoken for. We have maybe at best 30 of these now available, and by the way, only one Samsung camcorder now remains. Only one Samsung camcorder is hanging out there, so good luck in dialing. Great gift. If you know someone, a child graduating from college, I guess they're not really a child anymore if they're graduating from college, but a young adult graduating from college moving into their first apartment, this is a dynamite phone to get them. 50-number caller ID memory and also 30-number memory dialing, so you can program 30 of your most frequently called people. Now, does this also come, let me look here. I'm looking at the box, and it talks about a headset, but I'm not sure if it comes with a headset or not. Let me look here. Hands-free converse, oh no, it's headset compatible. All right, that means if you go out and buy a headset, oh, this is great. If you go out and buy a headset, you can plug it into this phone. Oh, right here. Oh, look at this. If you buy a headset, you can plug it into the phone and not only talk cord-free, but talk hands-free. And you can go to any electronics store, any Radio Shack, and buy a headset for like 12 bucks. Really, really cheap. I love this phone. All right. Now, we have got about 24 of these systems available. All right. I need to let you know next hour, we've got some more fabulous cosmetics, but we also have some dynamite electronics. We have a radar detector next hour. It's going to knock your socks clear across the room, all right? And we also have Go Video, and I'm really, really depressed because I bought the Go Video, the 4x4 Go Video for my husband for Christmas. I paid a lot more money than we are offering it on the air for today. Jim, that looks cool. Yeah. All right. Stand by for the phones. They're almost gone. Still available. A 5 goat hair makeup brush set, and you're going to get a cosmetic brush cleaner. I love that for $14.95. Unbelievable. C17190. Also, oh man, could someone just use this on me for the next 2 hours while I'm on the air? Is that possible? That's That's an incredible massager. Stumbo wheel. Thanks, Stumbo. K8772. I knew there was a reason why I called you Cuddles. For $19.99, this is a great massager.